This week's free movie night will feature Kill Bill Volume 1. Miramax Films put this one out in 2003. It clocks in just under 2 hours. It's rated R for strong, bloody violence, language, and some adult content. The acclaimed fourth film from groundbreaking writer and director Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill Volume 1 stars Uma Thurman, Lucy Liu, and Vivica A. Fox in an astonishing, action-packed thriller about brutal betrayal and an epic vendetta. 4 years after taking a bullet in the head at her own wedding, the bride emerges from a coma and decides it's time for payback with a vengeance. Having been gunned down by her former boss and his deadly squad of international assassins, it's a kill or be killed fight she didn't start, but is determined to finish. Loaded with explosive action and outrageous humor, it's a must-see motion picture event that has critics everywhere raving. This one is definitely not for the kids. It's a hard R, very much in the vein of other Tarantino films like Django Unchained. Very intense gunfight sequences, plenty of blood, very over the top. This one also has quite a lot of sword fighting scenes. So there's blood spray, there's limbs cut off, there's someone decapitated in sort of a climactic fight between the bride and one of the other assassins. She cuts the top of the woman's head off, and you see a scalp like go flying, and there's visible brain. So again, definitely not for the kids. Besides the very over-the-top kind of stylized violence, another thing to keep in mind about this movie, there's color, there's black and white for flashbacks, and right in the middle of the movie, there's an animated sequence kind of plopped in there. The first time I saw the movie, I found that very jarring, and I didn't like all the different types of visuals. Each time I see the movie, I think I like it a little better. So just know if you don't like a movie that kind of jumps around with flashbacks and such, it might just throw you off. Now, when the bride does wake up from her coma, one of the first things she realizes is she looks down and sees her flat belly. She was pregnant at the time that she was shot on her wedding day. The very next thing that becomes clear is one of the health workers has been selling her body for extremely sleazy men that come through. Shortly thereafter, the bride ends up killing the health worker as well as his latest customer. So they both get theirs. The movie is really fueled around revenge. That is what she is completely motivated by. The first of the former assassins that she catches up with, she ends up winning that fight. Of course, there's a lot of hand-to-hand, a lot of close knife fighting. The woman's daughter comes in, and she basically has this very flat, deadpan conversation about, hey, I didn't come here to kill your mom, but that's what happened. And when you grow up, if you feel bad about this, then come find me and we'll sort it out. Like all the other movies that I show at movie night, I approach this strictly for popcorn entertainment, over the top action. There are some really heavy themes here about intense revenge, the loss of a child, sexual assault. As always, there'll be a link in the description for more detailed ratings and content info for folks who want a little more info before they decide if it's for them and possibly their older kids that might want to check it out. If you might be interested in the movie, keep in mind it's in person only. Please let me know ahead of time if you're going to come by. It just gives me a rough head count. Feel free to bring your favorite movie snacks and beverages, maybe a comfy pillow to help enjoy this over-the-top action flick. If you want to watch it and you're not going to be around, I always suggest trying to get a free copy from your local library or looking for it on streaming services. We'll hit play this Saturday night, right about 7:15. I hope you can join me for this fun, over-the-top flick.